Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Sri Shukdev Goswami says, O King Parikshit, I have already explained to you the center of Jambu Dvipa is Ilavratavarsa. And in the center of Ilavratavarsa, there is Mount Sumeru. This Mount Sumeru is made out of solid gold, and it is 10 million yojanas high, means 80 million miles high mountain. On the east of Mount Sumeru is Mandara, Jatara, and Devakuta mountains. In the west of Mount Sumeru is Meru Mandara, Pavana, and Pariyatra. In the south of Mount Sumeru is Kailasha, Karavira, and Suparshva. These three mountains. And in the north is Kumuda, Trisrunga, and Makara. All these mountains are 80,000 miles high. It's not ordinary. The scriptures give correct measurements because God wrote scriptures and God created this creation. This creation is created by Him, so He knows how many miles is which one. So all miles are correctly mentioned and we must accept them because He is the authority of the universe. Because of these mountains, the parameters or boundary of Ilavratavarsa is decided. Mount Kailas is the residence of Lord Shiva. And on top of Mount Mandara, Mount Sumeru is Lord Brahma. And Mount Kailas is 80,000 miles high, upon which there is a banyan tree, huge banyan tree, under which Lord Shiva performs his austerity. Sri Shukdev Goswami further says, O King Parikshit, you know, outside of modernly known India, means previously Bharatakhanda, modernly known as India, there are many islands surrounded by salt water where human beings can go. Anywhere human beings can go, that is Bharatakhanda, means part of India. And that salt water is not ocean. That ocean, that which we call ocean between the islands, that is sea created by Sagar Maharaj's sons. We will discuss it later. Sagar Maharaj had 60,000 sons. We will discuss it later. They were sent out by Sagar Maharaj to search for the horse meant for fire sacrifice because he was performing horse sacrifice. Horse was taken by Indra. We will discuss it later. So they searched everywhere. They did not find anywhere. So they dug the earth. They dug earth and made holes everywhere. So ocean, saltwater ocean filled with salt water. Because this sea is connected to ocean, so this sea also behaves like ocean. So it is called. Shukdev Goswami says, anywhere human beings can go with their physical body, that is Bharatakhanda. Anywhere human beings cannot go, with their physical body that is outside of Bharatakanda, means India, Bharatavarsha. There are 8 pieces and there are 6 islands where human beings, out of 8 pieces, 7 pieces human beings cannot go, and 6 islands made, surrounded, is human beings cannot go with the physical body. When they die, as per their karma, they are given birth in particular body, or particular place, particular area, like that. In these islands where human beings can go, there are 2 categories. One is there is excess of snowfall and very cold. There, the white skin, people turn into white color. White skin or yellow skin are found. Where there is excess of heat, there are brown and black people are found. The chamdi means their skin turns into black or brown. These people who live outside of the mainland of Bharatkhanda, they do not follow Vedic rules. They are not aware about the Varnashram system found in Vedic civilization. That's why they are called not Aryans, un-Aryans. Aryans means civilized person as per Vedic scriptures. And such people are not introduced to Vedic system. They are not known to them. That's why they are called un-Aryans. Their interest is only to enjoy and copulate. They do not perform any sacrifices and austerities because it's not known to them. They don't want to know, most of them. Vedic life is a real life because Vedas written by the Supreme Lord in the form of Vyasadeva and all the Puranas. They do not accept the Vedic life, and Vedic system of Varnasrama is not introduced to them. They make many researches and find many excavations and create something very new to the people, and thus think that they are greatly learned scientists and philosophers and no one is equal to them, which may be correct to a certain extent, but it's not liberating. They will think, Sukadeva Goswami says, such class of people who make research and bring something new, they will think they are the best knowers of, and they will speculate about the structure of the universe and write books. Oh, Parikshit, such class of primitive people not know and have no interest in Vedic life. They think their history is everything. Their history is the ultimate information. And if by chance they come to know further, they will reach the Mahabharata. Prior to Mahabharata, they will not know and have no interest. I remember this. One time, Hridayananda and me were discussing. Then he, while discussing, says, he told, India has no history. I said, what? No, India has no history. History is not only history is known to the West. Just imagine. So here, Sukadeva Goswami says, such primitive, intelligent people, not introduced to Vedic life, they will not know what history exists before Mahabharata. They will speculate and write books. real thing will be jeopardized from their consciousness, will not grasp. They will be Kali-yugi people, such class of men. Their intelligence will be stolen by Maya. Like that. The 6 islands and 7 portions called varsas. Human beings cannot go with physical body, Sukadeva Goswami said. Only they can go after their death, when destiny decides as per the karma of them where they should go and take birth in what form. Living entity moves around all over the universe, taking 8,400,000 kinds of species, bodies, and experiences their karma. Sometimes it goes to hell, sometimes it goes to heaven, as per their karma. And from there again comes back to earth to perform more karma to go there. We have discussed this already previously. The cycle of birth, death goes on. This is called Sansara Chakra, wheel of time of this creation. There are 14 planetary systems in this universe, like a 14-story building. So there are 7 upper planets and 7 lower planets. Above the earth, there are 6, including earth, there are 7, and below the earth, there are 7. Like that. Upper planets, the first one is called Bhuloka. Then above that is called Bhuvarloka. Then above that is called Swargaloka or heaven. Above that is called Maharloka. Above that is called Janaloka. Above that is called Tapaloka. Above that is called Satyaloka or abode of Lord Brahma. Just see. And the below the earth, there are Atala, Pitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala Loka. This is within the shell of this universe. 14 planetary systems called Brahmanda or egg of Lord Brahma. Anda means egg. Egg of Lord Brahma is called Brahmanda. See? And as there is a cell on an egg, similarly there is a cell on this universe. See? What we know as Bharatavarsha is Dharma Bhumi. Dharma Bhumi means to perform religious deeds. There are many temples, many holy places, many sages and saintly people. They excavated many holy places. Lord appeared, took many incarnations in many places. So there is so much of dharma can be done. But outside that mainland of India today, there is called Bhoga Bhumi. Only wants to enjoy, have no conception about spiritual life. They may become religious, somewhat religious, or modern day religion, but only enjoy. It's called Bhoga Bhumi. Outside of this salt water, whatever varsas are there, 7 of them, and there are 6 islands human beings cannot go. We have discussed this already. Human beings cannot go with their material utensils or material body. They cannot go. No space shuttle can carry them there. Only they can go there after their demise, when the destiny decides. Because the Why destiny can make decisions? Because Lord Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, Nityaha sarvagata sthanur achaloyam sanatana. O Arjuna, the spirit soul living in the body is eternal. Sarvagata means can go anywhere and everywhere in the creation of Lord Brahma, and beyond this achieve liberation. Sthanu cannot reduce in the size, cannot increase in the size, remains as it is. And is eternal. Therefore, soul can only go from one place to another after death, and soul can go with their body into the place called Bharatakanda, like that. Then Sukadeva Goswami speaks about the Ganges. You know, Parikshit, the land in which we live, and the people living on the land, both must be purified. For purification, object is required to purify. So now he speaks about the Ganges. He says that while people live and enjoy material life, they accumulate sins, and that sin has to be washed. As long as sin is not washed, they have to experience the consequences and carry on experiencing more than what they have done, because consequences come with its interest. Like you deposit money in the bank, will come little bit along with its interest, like that. So Sukadeva Goswami says that Lord, the Supreme Lord, took the form of dwarf incarnation of Vamana and came to the arena, sacrificial fire sacrifice arena of Bali Maharaj. We will discuss it later. Later it will come, but here in essence it's told. Lord came and took the form of Trivikrama and measured the planets in 3 steps. When he raised the left foot to measure upper planets, because he raised so quickly, it broke open the cell of discovering, and the sweet water dropped down, washing his big toe. And the toe had sandalwood paste and vermilion powder, because that's how you worship the Supreme Lord. Vermilion powder, sandalwood, and some leaves, like that. So that water which dropped down, breaking the cell or covering of the universe, it was the vermilion powder and sandalwood paste. So the water became muddy and reddish in color. It is fragrantful. This universe has a cover, like a chickpea, I think I told you. And it's called Brahmanda, that's why it is a cell around. So it broke by the heat of the toe of the Supreme Lord. So this water is, now when you see Ganges water, you lift, it will have some kind of dust in it. So that is sandalwood paste representing. Now we can only see dust. And then if you keep Ganges water in your glass bottle, clear water on the glass bottle, after a few years you will see it will turn red color, vermilion color. The vermilion ladies put in India, the same color it will turn after so many years. You get 1 ounce, 2 ounce of Ganges, real Ganges water from India, Ganges, and put it in your bottle and forget it for a few years. After that, you see how colorful it becomes. So that is red powder, wash the lotus feet of the Lord. See, and it has particles of the sandalwood paste. That's why it looks muddy. So when it dropped down, it reached Dhruva Loka. The first planet is Dhruva Loka. It reached, and it's called Vishnupadi there. So purified Dhruva Loka. Then came down to heaven, where 7 sages welcomed and all the demigods became purified. After that, it came to Moon planet. From there came to Mount Sumeru, because its force was so hard, harsh, so speed, current. Lord Brahma has to control, because it turned into 4 pieces, 4 streams. Even then he could not control there. These four streams of Ganges are named as Alakananda, Sita, Chakyu, and Bhadra. Still he could not, the speed could not be controlled. So Lord Brahma put in his water pot, Kamandalu. This Kamandalu is water pot, like that. Then Bhagirath Maharaj performed austerity to get Ganges. We will discuss it later. It will come. Everything will come. Bhagirath Maharaj performed austerities to get Ganges to earth. And then Lord Brahma released Ganges with the condition who will take care of the form. So then Lord Shiva came to Lord Shiva. Well, Lord Shiva resides in south of Lord Brahma. That is Kailas, Mount Kailas. And Lord Shiva took. Then Bhagirath performed again austerities. Lord Shiva said, okay, I will release one stream. It will go behind your chariot. Carry on. You drive your chariot, behind you, the stream of Ganges will come. So Ganges came down to Gandhamadana Parvata, Gandhamadan hill, then to Himalaya, then to Gomukha, and released from there, the stream came to earth. When it was coming to Prayagraj, Yamuna saw the Ganges coming behind the chariot of Bhagirath. She took a place, because they are all personalities. Behind the river, there is a personality. So Yamuna took a piece of flowers and some kumkum, vermilion powder, and some arti, givik, to welcome Ganges. Ganges saw Yamuna, because Yamuna flowed before Ganges on earth, because Lord Kṛṣṇa was going to come here. So Ganges saw Yamuna, so she stopped. Oh, wow. Now if I mix with this, then she will remain, and my existence, my name will become lost. So she stopped. This Bhagirath saw in the back, Ganges stopped, it's not coming. So she was in anxiety. So Yamuna told Ganges, please come. You mix in me, and your name will remain. My name will be lost. Don't worry. Until this point, my name will remain. After this point, your name will carry on. So Ganges mixed with Yamuna, and then Saraswati came there, mixed there. Only Ganges' name is carried on after Prayagraj. The confluence of Ganges and Yamuna and Saraswati, this place is called Prayagraj, where the ashram of Bharadwaj Muni is there. Very auspicious place. A Kumbh Mela takes place there every 12 years. Every year, Magha Mela takes place in month of December, January, like that. The potency of Ganges is so great that it also liberates indirectly. Indirect touch. Touch of Ganges can liberate even indirect way. Like a king went with his queen to take bath in the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna, Saraswati, and Prayagraj. So when they took bath, when a queen took bath, her musk musk from the body got washed. And when she came out, she saw deers getting liberated. So she asked the Pandits, how come I got no liberation? Deer got liberation. Said, because deer, you had musk on you, that comes from deer. So that deer whose musk you were using, that got liberation. Just see, indirect. Deer did not take bath. Only her musk took bath inside Ganges. And deer got liberation. Once Garuda, the bird carrier of Lord Vishnu, came to eat some snakes. So one snake was flowing in the Ganges. So he lifted the snake and ate. Snake, as soon as he died, developed 4 arms and climbed upon the same Garuda who ate him. And went back to Godhead. Just see that potency. Very many stories, many histories are there. Even a frog who heard about Ganges from a Swāmī and went to take bath in Ganges. I want to take bath in Ganges. I want to live in the Ganges. That was a decision of it. And then went all the way nearby Ganges. There we found a snake and who ate it. And while being eaten by a snake, frog chanted Ganga, Ganga, and he got liberation. Just see, the potency of Ganga is such a great thing. One who takes bath in Ganges, their sins get washed, because also they get merits of performing horse sacrifice. Such a great thing. We have discussed that all these people who live outside of land of India, they are materially sense gratifiers. They're not introduced to Vedic life. They're not interested, most of them, not interested to know anything. They're so proud for their research and excavations, their creation, many new items, electronics and all that. Such class of people require help, spiritual help from a Vedic person. We must follow Vedic person like that. The other pieces outside of salt water, they don't get old, they don't get wrinkles, they don't get gray hairs, and they enjoy so much. Their copulation lasts for a long time. They don't immediately release while copulating and stop enjoying. No, they enjoy for long time. Their life is 10,000 years. They can enjoy. At the end of life, they produce one child. All these are statements of scriptures. That's why outside of India land is not other verses, not correct. They are just excavated by or dug by, we will discuss later on, by Sagar Maharaja's sons, and they are called sea because it is connected to ocean, so the sea behaves like ocean. That's all. In Ilavrita Varsha, Lord Shiva lives with his Parvati and worships Sankarsana, one of the 4 quadruple manifestations of the Supreme Lord. This Sankarsana has a snake form with unlimited hoods, thousands and thousands of hoods he got. Upon which the Supreme Lord lies on his body. You might have seen a photo like that. And serves praise to the Lord, Sankarsana, with great prayers. He sings, Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurusaya Sarvaguna Sankhyanaya Anantaya Abhyaktaya Namaha. Obeisances like that. They are called mantras. A mantra begins with Om, ends with the Namaha or Swaha. That is called mantra and should be chanted, while worship should be chanted with devotion. And Lord Shiva prays to the Supreme Lord that you took form of Ananta, Shesha, Sankarsana to protect your devotees. You don't like those who don't become devotees. You punish them, those who don't become devotees. You take care of every devotee. Whole creation came from you. You are the ultimate cause of creation, maintenance, and annihilation. Please accept my humble obeisances. Like that, he worships all the five main ingredients, elements, all the senses, all the living entities. Anything that you see with physical eyes has come from the Lord, which is true. And Lord Shiva says that all the demigods and Lord Brahma and me, I am born from Lord Brahma, me also, everything has come from you. One way or other, you are the source. That's why you are called Ananta. Ananta Shesha Sankarsana. Thank you very much.